Hello everyone, welcome back to another truly Bedrock episode. In the last couple of episodes, we got a whole lot of work done towards building our Guardian farm, including building all of the spawning pods and portals and things like that and connecting it all up with redstone. And then I spent an incredible amount of time on a live stream smashing the Nether to bits in order to create space around the portal that they're going to be coming down so we can actually build all of the stuff that we need to build in the Nether, and we've got an awful lot still to build. First of all, we're going to need the drop chute that the Guardians are going to fall down to splat on the ground so that we can kill them with harming potions. And in order to make the harming potions, we need an automatic brewing station. We're also going to need an emergency kill system in case there's any accidents. We're also going to need a storage system for all of the drops that come from the Guardians as well. Then, of course, we're going to have to link all of this up to our tunnel so we've got access for it. And then we're going to need some sort of system for the other players to come along and AFK in the overworld so they then can use this thing for XP for themselves. And then, after all of that, I've got to decorate the whole thing and make it look nice. So yeah, we've got an awful lot of stuff to do. So I suppose I better get cracking. But before we do get cracking, there's a couple of things I want to do over at the shops. And by a couple of things I want to do, I basically want to see if we've made any sales. And if you're wondering why my voice might sound a little bit deep today, it's very early in the morning. I've got morning voice, and yeah, there's not a lot I can do about that. Moss Shop has made 0 sales. Well, to be expected. What about bones? No bones have sold. No string has sold. No gunpowder has sold. But we do need to restock on a little bit of iron. But no more iron sales since the last time. That's slightly disappointing. What about our golden carrots? Oh, no sales. No sales. This is bad news. And finally, our incredibly cheap priced beacons that we didn't buy from Groover Guy at all. How much are they? Oh dear, we haven't sold any of our incredibly cheap beacons. Jeez, okay, well, having made no sales at the shops, I guess there's not really much point in cracking on. However, that does lead me to think maybe we need to build some more shops in able to boost our sales and get more diamonds, which means you guys need to tell me what you think are the best shops that we should build. Write in the comments below what you think is the best thing that we could sell on the server that everyone's going to want and it's going to make us extra rich. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is actually work out how far below this that we need to dig out the rest of the Nether. You see, I dug out all of that wall and I dug out all of that wall and I dug out a whole bunch of stuff that was in the way, but I haven't really dug out much floor because I don't know how far down we need to go with this thing, and that is something I'm still not really sure on. So back on my test world a couple of videos ago, we worked out that Guardians will need to fall 17 blocks down a chute through lava in order to then be killed with 1 splash potion of harming. As I will demonstrate now, the Guardians fall through the lava, they land on the floor, and once they've all finished being on fire, 1 splash potion of harming will kill them all successfully. However, there is a little bit of a problem that I've discovered using lava. And this is a weird one, peeps. So I'm going to put some lava all the way up here, 35 blocks above the floor. Now, you would expect if a Guardian was to spawn, well, there, 1 block above it and go through the lava, it will instantly die. Yes, completely to be expected, because without the lava, I've figured out that Guardians only need to fall 31 blocks down in order to die instantly. As you'll see, these will spawn below that lava there and they'll all die instantly. However, and this is where the game is completely and utterly broken. If I spawn the Guardians a few blocks above this lava, let's say 5 blocks above that lava, and they then fall down, you will see it survives. And not only does it survive, but it then requires an incredible number of potions in order to kill it. Because, for some reason, I don't understand, when the Guardian falls more than a couple of blocks above the lava then negates all fall damage that it accumulates after that. So that means if our Guardians are popping through the portal slightly too high and they go through the lava, there is a strong chance that they're not only going to survive, but they're also going to be very difficult to kill, and it's going to waste us a lot of potions. So my solution is this. we just completely forget about having lava. And yes, that does mean our drop chute is going to have to be significantly longer. However, only by another 10 blocks. You see, it was 17 blocks before, but if we make the full 27 blocks, then they will fall and take enough damage to then require 1 potion. And if they fall just a few blocks more from 31 blocks, they will instantly die, which is, well, basically what we're going to have to use. So currently, our Guardians are popping through the Nether at Y60, which means that we need our floor to be at least Y29 or lower in order to get a collection system underneath there as well. And currently, ow, oh my goodness me, really? Look, I'm trying to, no, shush. And currently, our floor is at 35, which means I need to go at least 6 blocks lower down to, like, well, this point here, in order for us to have a long enough drop chute for them to instantly die. But then I'll need to go even deeper than that so that, well, I've got enough room to make a storage system under. Oh my goodness, really? Really? Jeez. Yes, so that I've got enough room to build a storage system underneath it. Which means, sadly, I've got a whole bunch more digging to do. So I suppose I better get started. Oh, jeez. Why don't you just make the portal higher up? You've got all that space. Well, if I did that, there's a strong chance all of the portal linking will break because that's based on Y value. So no, we're not moving that. We're moving the floor. How hard could it be? What could possibly go wrong? Do a time lapse. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Jeez.
You can ask spring how it is when the buds are bursting. You can watch the birds when they fly across the world. Weights can't lift you up. You can find a way to drop them. When the new ones weigh you down, you'll be on top of them. Oh, don't mind the fall. Break down when it burns, please. Don't be concerned.
Stupid Ghasts, stop. You are bane of my existence. Right, peeps. As you can... Oh, my goodness me. And hoglins, will you clear off? Jeez. As you can see, I have cleared out an area that goes quite a long way down. And it actually goes all the way... Oh, jeez, there's a load of piglins in here now. Jeez, no, just... Oh, jeez. It goes all the way down to 18, which is way more than we needed, which gives us plenty of room underneath for storage systems and stuff like that. And you can see I haven't done the whole area around here. I've just done 10 blocks in either direction from either side of the portal. So I guess the best thing to do now would probably be to get some walls up around here and some spawn proofing in to stop things trying to kill me while I'm working on it. Because as you can see, a whole lot of stuff spawns around here. If you're wondering what the things are in the boat, these are 2 pigmen that have picked up Ghasts heads that have dropped, and I was recommended to basically save one of them during a live stream, and I just happened to spot another one as I started digging there. So we've now got 2 of those in a boat. They're going to be our farm mascots. So yeah, sorting out the rest of the area. Oh, jeez. During doing this, as you can see, I've also gathered an incredible amount of materials. I have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double chests worth of netherrack, plus a whole bunch of this stuff and all of these items as well. So I've got absolutely tons of stuff. Now, what I want to do before I do anything else is get a whole bunch of this netherrack into my furnaces so that we can make these lovely nether brick blocks, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna carry a bunch of this home now. Good news, peeps. All of the netherrack from here has gone. I'm just left with these 2 chests of total junk. I have successfully transported every single bit of netherrack all the way back home, which granted isn't actually that far through the nether. A ridiculous amount has gone through my furnace system, although unfortunately it has now run out of fuel because it's smelted so much. And the rest went into the automatic storage system, which is now completely full. I've also managed to craft 2 shulker boxes worth of nether brick blocks, which is great, plus, well, some extras in here as well. And because we managed to run out of fuel, I have been running my bone mealy bamboo farm thing so that we can make lots and lots of scaffolding. Because we all know that scaffolding serves absolutely no purpose in the game other than for fuel. Here we go, my favorite furnacey friend. Have more fuel. Enjoy filling yourself up and getting all switched on again. There we go. Fuel chest is going. Furnaces are lighting. Oh, this is good news. It's not remotely janky, this system. It works very well. And if you're wondering what that floating piece of netherrack is there, that's the AFK account sat there letting all of this burn through. And there we go. With pretty much all of that bamboo now turned into scaffolding, we have plenty of fuel for my furnace, which means it can start pumping out more nether brick, which means, well, to be honest with you, we've probably got too much nether brick now. Are you going to use any red nether brick? No, because A, this is the extent of my nether wart farm, so I don't have enough of that to make it with. And B, I don't really want that in my build palette, to be honest with you. But it's pretty, it's quite a nice block, isn't it? It is quite a nice block. If I had enough nether wart, I probably would include it, to be honest with you. Now, just to give you a little bit of an idea of where we are in terms of recording this series, I'm currently recording this episode on the 12th of February. I'm trying to backlog because I've got to go away for a couple of weeks, which means you're not going to see this for quite a while after I've recorded it, which means, fortunately for me, I still do have access to my cheaty furnace, which means, you know, I can repair all my stuff. But this is why we're building the Guardian farm, specifically because those cheaty furnaces are going to be going away by the time I get back from me going away for 2 weeks. So I need to come back to a working Guardian farm. So I've got plenty of XP to repair my stuff. Well, I didn't think things would be able to spawn on glowstone, but I have no idea how else that hoglin could possibly have got there. It can't have fallen down from anything. So I guess hoglins can spawn on glowstone. Interesting. So the first platform we're going to need is obviously right up here at the portal where the Guardians come out. And this is just for maintenance more than anything else. And before I do anything, I'm going to get rid of that. How, game? How? Wow. Thanks, game. I'm just going to get rid of that lava there and somehow manage to not take it out, but teleport it to my head. Thanks very much, game. And I'm not concerned on decorating at this point, but I am going to do my best just to make this look not too awful in the meantime. Now, in terms of decorating and design, I do want this to have the same sort of feel as this tunnel here. I want it to feel quite dungeony and quite nethery. And in order to do that, we're going to need deep slate and blackstone and obviously the nether brick, which we've got plenty of. I'm just thinking now that although... will you stop? Oh my goodness me. Every single time. Just die. So yeah, now what I need to do is work out where the next platform's going to be, and that's where we're going to be throwing the harming potions in order to kill them. Okay, assuming I have done my calculations correctly, the Guardians should fall from there down this chute to here, and they shouldn't hopefully be able to target us. Now, obviously, before I carry on doing anything, I want to test this, which means I'm going to need a harming potion, but not harming 2. I'm going to need harming 1, which means going and crafting some potions. And in order to craft potions, I'm going to need a brewing stand, which I've given to Sloy's lost villager. I'm going to need all of my spider eye stuff, and I'm going to need nether wart. And this is the one material for this entire farm that I've overlooked. I have 5 pieces of nether wart to my name. That's all I've got. And as I pointed out earlier, this is the extent of my nether wart farm. Oh, geez, we're going to have to do some serious nether wart farming in order to make this thing work. Oh man. And there we go, 3 splash potions of instant damage. Right, let's go see if we can get some Guardians to kill. There's a lot of Ghasts around here. Shoo, I'm trying to do testing. You're not helping things. Oh my goodness me, stop. Right, anyway, geez, look, he's smashing me little staircase to bits. Okay, the AFK account is in place. I have cleared the area of Ghasts. I am ready to open the trapdoors of destiny and let all of the Guardians rain in. Let's do this. Alt account has activated the Guardian farm. We are getting Guardians for... Oh, dear me. We are... What? Oh yes, I left a slight... Oh, yeah, That's my fault. That's absolute... Oh, geez. That's 100% my fault, yes. I may have slightly forgotten to close the hole there. But you can see, you know, falling all the way down there, this is working. That's good. Right, and I think we've got plenty of Guardians in there now to kill. So I'm going to get the alt account to turn the farm back off again. The farm has been turned off again, so we shouldn't be getting any more Guardians falling down. I need to step back a bit if I'm going to be throwing harming at these guys, because I think there is a strong possibility that I'm going to get harmed by doing this. They can't get me from here, which is really good news. So let's throw it and find out. They didn't all die, but there was a lot of guardians there. It could be just the sheer number of them. Let's try again. Wow, that killed them all. Okay. So I think that's about right, but I don't know because we didn't kill them all in one go. Maybe, oh, geez, there's a lot of items in there as well. Wow, that was a lot of guardians. There's a lot of guardians. Oh, we got our guardian heads from it as well. Amazing. Right. I'm going to do the same thing again, but this time I'm only going to let a couple of guardians through, and then we're going to try it with our last splash potion because I think the drop distance is right, but I believe from previous experience, a harming potion can only kill so many at once. And will you please stop? Stop. It's so annoying. Jeez. Right. I'm going to run the farm for like 10 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turning it off again. Okay. It's a reasonable number of guardians from 10 seconds worth of running the farm, but there we go. Let's throw the potion of harming in there. Just get a little bit closer. There we go. A bunch of them died, but not all of them. And I've run out of harming potions, so I can't actually throw any more in, which is not ideal. Okay, I'm going to say from that quick demonstration there that there is a chance that we are not quite low enough down. So I'm going to lower this all down by 1 block. Hopefully they won't start dying on impact, and that should be enough for us to do this. Okay, I have 3 more bottles of harm in. The system has been lowered by 1 block. Let's run this thing for another 10 seconds and see what happens. Okay, we have a number of guardians ready to be killed again. Let's aim at that bottom block there, throw our potion, and this time every single one died. Apart from those ones that didn't die. Why are they not dying? Why are some of you surviving? This is not fair. I demand that you all die. Those was the rules that we're supposed to be playing by here. Every single one of you should have gone pop. Okay, we've had another 10 seconds with the Guardians. It does seem that they can target me through this slit, but because they're bouncing up and down, it's breaking their line of sight, which means they can't actually kill me, which is good news. So we can see a bit better, and that means we can probably throw our splash potion a little bit better. So let's give this a go. I mean, it killed a lot of them. It really did kill a lot of them. Okay, well, I think we've done good enough there in terms of coming down for our first drop shoot. The next thing I'm going to do is put some redstone in to remove those blocks so that we can open this up for a fully AFK mode and gather loads of resources, which means I need another platform below here that's a few blocks further down with all of the storage stuff. The next level is now in place. We have a couple of very manual pistons at the moment. This thing will be fully redstoned once Ghasts stop spawning around here and, you know, breaking everything every time I build anything. Jeez, stop. So I can open up the hole, allowing the Guardians to fall down, and they're going to fall down to this level where we've got a little window. We can see them splatting, hopefully dying, and underneath here I will have, but haven't got yet, a collection system. So hopefully, without getting splatted while we're down here, let's turn the farm on. And fingers crossed, when the Guardians come raining in, yes, they will instantly die when they hit the platform here, which means we can gather all of their items and get very, very Guardian rich. And that gives us a good amount of space underneath this thing to put in a storage system with sorting and all that sort of stuff. So this is good. But before I do anything else, I really do want to get some walls around this thing, because it is driving me nuts getting splatted by Ghasts every 10 seconds. However, before we do that, this is the point in the video where you guys hit that like button and consider subscribing to make sure you keep up to date with all of the videos that's going to be going on lately about Guardian Farms and, you know, all of the other stuff I've got going on. Jeez. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind, just hit that like button. It really does help me out. It helps the channel out, and it makes me feel all good on the inside. I have made some progress. I was expecting it to be a lot longer before I did my next progress update. I was expecting to have the majority of walls and things around here finished, but as I'm building, I'm actually changing my mind on how I'm doing all of these things. So let me talk you through it. We have our nether tunnel that we built, and coming off that, I now have a new staircase that leads down over to where the guardians will fall, where we can throw potions at them. I wasn't planning on doing that. I was planning on having the staircase come down a little bit and then having a walkway round the edge and having a bit coming out the middle and having this entire thing as one big open room, which I think would have looked really cool. But I really like this dungeon aesthetic that I've got going on here, and I think this is working quite well. So now that I've done this, I've got this sort of space here at the end, which would be perfect to have a couple of barrels or a double chest to have the potions in, so that we can just grab those from there, turn around and throw them at the guardians that will be there. And then we're going to need a way to get both up to there to keep our eye on the guardians, and also down to that platform as well. So I've left this hole here in order for us to have another corridor that goes out and does open up into a much bigger room with walkways and things like that. But this bit I'm quite liking just being completely closed off, really easy to access because it's just around the corner from the nether portal. And I think that's going to make life much simpler for the other members when it comes to, you know, selling this thing as an XP farm. So I'm going to continue with what I'm doing. I'm not going to put the brewing system in yet. I'm going to build this walkway out here and see if we can, you know, create something that takes us not only up to the top there, but also down to the storage system and down to the next level as well. There's a whole lot of work to be done. A very, very small amount of progress has been made since my last clip. You can see that I've sort of done this tunnel a bit round here and round here. And I know I keep saying I'm going to open the whole thing up and have a big, glorious, grand building, but I don't think I am. However, what we are going to do is add some fun into this. I don't want it to all just be staircases and corridors. And you know what? It's been a long time since I've seen any sort of interesting nether-based, not water bubble column elevators on Bedrock Edition. So, of course, that means I've spent some time in my creative test world designing elevators that are interesting and exciting, and I haven't had one of these elevators in ages. And if you're not sure what these are slime block elevators. So, basically, if I come along to this slime block here and I press the button, I will go up, and up, and up, and up, all the way to the top, which is absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look at that in third person so you can get a better idea what's going on. So I'm going to try very hard to press the button and then spin round. There we go. Up, and up, and up, and then down again. So basically what happens when I press the button is the first one pops up, then the next one pops out, and the next one, and the next one, and then they all go back in again and clear the area. So you can come back down this thing, which is very handy. They're not very good for multiple floors, but they are certainly good for going up a long way very quickly in the nether where you can't use bubble columns. So just in case that doesn't work on the server, I'm also going to have a secondary one, which is basically a hopper minecart system, which is where you just click on the minecarts and you go to the top very quickly. Again, really, really simple. It's just got hopper minecarts that... Why do I keep saying hopper minecarts? They're just minecarts. And anyway, it's very, very simple. You can go back through it by holding shift, which is absolutely fine. Although it's a bit slow doing that and it's a bit jarring. But, you know, we'll just have the drop chute from the other one that we'll be able to go down if we need to. And this one is just so much fun. I can't wait to add this to the server and just start bouncing up to the top of our guardian farm. It's going to be great. I say it's going to be great. The redstone I have completely designed myself. I haven't followed any tutorials, and I've now got to try and repeat that on the server. How hard could it be? Oh, geez. And back on the server, the only downside to that system was it required a few immovable blocks that slime blocks wouldn't move about, and I used obsidian because it closely matches our theme, sort of, a bit. Well, it does, because we got obsidian in the nether portals. And the bad news is I only have 32 pieces of obsidian left, so I'm going to have to go obsidian mining again. Oh, man. And there we go. Another 2 stacks of obsidian gathered in no time at all. Oh my goodness, that was so easy and quick, and it didn't nearly kill me from boredom. Not even a bit. And now, having all of the materials I need, things are proving slightly difficult actually trying to build this thing because I'm working with redstone, which can get destroyed by ghast things, and there's lots of ghasts about, and I keep having to kill them while I'm building on stuff, which is not ideal. So I think it's probably time that I built a temporary wall around this thing, which is going to take ages, and I don't want to do it, but I'm going to have to, which means I need, well, loads of disposable blocks, and what better block to use than netherrack, which I took all home. Oh, jeez. Jeez, this is a nightmare. Great. Good job. Oh, thanks very much. You're welcome. And here we go. What could... Oh, I'm already on fire. Great. I was going to say, here we go. What could possibly go wrong? All I've got to do is build a wall around this thing all the way to the ceiling. Well, that was slightly unexpected. Oh, no, and I'm back home. Oh, jeez. Oh, and my toolbox is in there. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. What a nightmare. Wait a minute. What? This is Foxy from the future, by the way. I'm just editing this video, as you can see. And when I respawned on this, I respawned in a very strange place. Look, I respawned there, which is not world spawn. And there's also no bed. Let me just go onto the Truly Bedrock server and show you this. That's so weird. Oh, and I'm at the Guardian farm, which means I've got a lot of traveling to do to go home. One moment, please. Okay, so this is the room that I should have respawned in, but I didn't respawn in this room. I respawned here. For some reason, I respawned at the bottom of this scaffolding. Why? Why would I? What? Okay, that's a bit weird. Anyway, back to the video. I was complaining the fact that I just died from hodlings. Oh, jeez. Yeah, somehow piglins managed to spawn on my little one-wide platform and just kill me before I had a chance to deal with it. I'm watching Jesse B's stream at the moment. It's live stream weekend, and I was a little bit distracted not looking at the screen, you know, typing stupid things in chat. And now I'm dead, and hopefully none of my stuff's fallen in the lava, but no, it wouldn't surprise me. Let's go smash some stealing piglins who are probably now wearing my armor. Before we go up there, though, let's just go down here, because I bet a load of my stuff fell down here. It did, look. Thieves, all of them. And then go back up here. Look at the cheeky monkey. Look at him. He's got my hat on. Who do you think you are? He's fallen off. Job! You won't survive, mate. Right. Excellent. I got... Oh, my shoes is not... where are my shoes? Ah, there are my shoes. I found them. Don't worry, peeps. Oh, and look, we've got another zombie pigman wearing a ghast head, because I've killed that many ghasts around here. There are just ghast heads littering the place. I'm sorry, zombie pigman. You can't have it anymore. I need it for my collection. Oh, man, I've nearly completely done it, and I've just run out of netherrack. I brought 3 shulker boxes over, and it is all gone. Jeez, am I really going to have to dig more netherrack just to finish off this little bit? What do you think, Hoglin? I think I'm stuck on this glowstone, mate. And there we go. We are now completely and utterly boxed in. And hopefully, if I've done things right, there shouldn't be anywhere for anything to spawn in here. Although I do think there was a bit of a gap in the wall there. So let's go plug that gap up. And then there shouldn't be anywhere for anything to spawn in here. And there we go. Done. Nice. Well, I seem to be getting somewhere building this elevator. As you can see, I've got a bit of redstone on the go now, and I'm struggling a little bit to do this in survival, but it's not too bad. There's a bit of a knack to it, and it's not easy doing it on scaffolding because you have to do a lot of shift clicking. I'm 100% confident that it's going to work perfectly on the server. I can't see why it wouldn't work. What could possibly go wrong? All we got to do is try and get back in there again without, you know, splatting on the wall and die. I've made this very easy to get back into, but it's fine. Here we go. Let's do this. All the way to the top, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. Right to the top. Amazing. And obviously we can just fall straight back down that, not take any damage. Ow, unless you crouch. Oh, my knees. But apart from then, it's fine. I can't believe it's working. Can't believe it's working on the server. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Well, it's time for an update, and as you can see, I'm wearing a Pokemon hoodie, and that's because livestream weekend has been and gone, and this month we had a Pokemon themed livestream weekend. If you haven't been to a livestream weekend for Truly Bedrock before, make sure you do next time, because they're absolutely amazing, really, really good fun. Or if you just want to pop into one of my live streams on Twitch, I do them every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Anyway, that's not what the update is about. The update is about the fact that the live stream has been, and I've done almost nothing else with this at all from where we were before, apart from putting in a storage system, which I'm going to tear out again. Let me explain. So, I may have made a slight boo-boo, allowing the Guardians in before I was ready. Jeez. Right, I might have a few Guardians to kill at the bottom here now, jeez. So the way this storage system works is the Guardians fall down onto a trapdoor. You can probably just about see there's a trapdoor there, and that is opening and closing. When the Guardians land on it, they die because they've fallen down a long distance and their items drop. Underneath there is a slime block pusher, and although some of the items have got stuck because, well, I just had the Guardian system set up wrong, most of the items, in fact, normally all of the items will ping against the side of this ender chest, and this slime block pusher will push them along here, and they will go into these chests below. And all that's fine. We had exactly the same system set up on Truly Bedrock Season 2, and it worked very, very well. The problem is I don't like the orientation of it, and there's no automatic storage on it because there's just not enough room under here to do it. But as you can see, after a very short amount of time, you get an absolutely incredible amount of stuff coming through there. And on the most part, apart from when you let the Guardians through in the wrong place, it works pretty well. How did all of this get over here? How did all of this get over here? That's absolutely ridiculous. Jeez. The downside to this system is it doesn't get rid of the fish, and it doesn't separate the crystals and the shards, so that's why the entire thing needs rebuilding, and I will be doing that off camera after doing some work in creative first to really get it ironed out. And while I was doing all that, I came up with another idea, something else that I thought would be good for this farm. But before we get to that, I do want to say we did some rate tests for this during the live stream, and I can say that this thing will give you 30 levels in 30 seconds. We did it twice, we used the harming potions, and here's a clip of me getting 30 levels in 30 seconds. It was a crazy.
Okay, we're going to count to 30 again. It's activated. 1, 2, 3, 29, 30. Okay, let's stop the farm. Farm has stopped. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we got 18 levels from the first throw. Oh, nearly. So close. So we're basically getting... Oh, there we go. 30 levels. 30 levels in 30 seconds. I don't think that's too shabby.
So anyway, the main reason for this farm is for XP, and I want that XP to extend to the other players. I want to charge the other players on this server for access to this. And that's fine because, they're going to come here, they're going to get their splash potion of harming, but there's not going to be any Guardians there because they're going to need to load them in from the overworld first. So my plan was for the players to either go up these stairs or out of a different portal that was semi-nearby, ideally somewhere out in the ocean in the middle of nowhere where it's not going to link to anything, and then either have some sort of minecart track or system that would activate the farm, send them over to it automatically so they don't have to do anything, and then after a specific period of time send them back. But I've had a better idea, or at least what I think is a better idea. It might not work. What if we added in another portal, but not a portal here, because that doesn't make much sense, but a portal right down here, maybe even further than this, basically, so that when you're down here, you're far enough away to load all of these things as well. And a little room around that portal, and another slime extender that actually powers the farm or sets the farm going from below. Why from below? Well, because that makes sense when we go back to the Nether. So back in the Nether side of things, the Guardians will die here. This is where we're going to get our potions from. This is where the players are mainly going to be. But the Guardians don't come in there. The Guardians come in pretty much at the top of our amazing slime elevator. All the way up here. They come in through the portal up here. So it strikes me that it's going to be possible, potentially, to link another portal back down here, where the players are going to be, probably here, so the players can come along to this Guardian farm, go through the portal, activate it for 30 seconds, pop back through again, grab a couple of potions from here and throw them at the Guardians. And then it's all in the same area then, you see. I am slightly concerned that adding a portal in here is going to cause the Guardians to spill out of that one instead of that one, so I've got a lot of testing to do on a creative copy of this world. But I think that would work, and this will make this farm way easier to use, potentially as well when we go through that portal if there's a specific timer there that doesn't allow them to just run the farm for too long and prevent, problems with lag and such. So why am I telling you all of this now rather than just doing it? Well, the main reason is that that's a lot to cover and it's a big change in direction for the farm, and I just don't have time to do it right now because tomorrow I'm going away for 2 weeks, which is why I've been backlogging these videos like crazy. And I was hoping to get this project completely finished before I went, but sadly it's going to have to go on hold until I get back. So when I do get back, providing all of the testing goes okay, we will be putting in a portal down under the ground, another slime extender coming upwards, and rearranging all of the stuff in the nether, including the storage system. And yeah, it's going to be epic. This farm is going to be absolutely amazing. But the thing I like the most is that it's 1 level of XP per second, 30 levels in 30 seconds with the running. That's absolutely crazy. I love it to bits, but unfortunately, that's all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.